If you be only 1% conscious about your professional skills, I'm telling you that you will completely be successful. Just 1% conscious. Professional development is the key. Is the key to open a world, not just one lock. One plan. Always have plan B, C, D, and all.
B, C,
Should
D.
always be there. It's not be plan A. This will happen, otherwise nothing will happen. Everyone is searching for good content.
Yeah.
That's a skill to know how to make it. So why don't you develop it? You will say, oh, I am a poet, I'm a teacher, I won't do it. It's not my job. Every job is our job now.
Every job
Is our job. We can be a soldier at the same time. We can be a politician, we can be a driver, we can be a teacher, we can be a host, we can be a guest. Anything. We can be a cameraman, we can be an editor. So think of the skills that way. I mean, just fly. The whole sky is yours. Every day is a new day. I would say that there are so many things, but choose to be happy. It's your choice.
It's our choice.
It's our choice. It's always our choice.
Every day
Is your day.
our day. Hello everybody, my name is Sarvinoza and I am very happy to host Sarvinoza's Spotlight channel. And this is of course new channel on YouTube, on Instagram and everywhere, but I am very happy to just start this project. So, you know what? Today I have very interesting guest for my first ever episode. He is Mr.Parveen Kumar Sharma. And you know what? He is an international podcaster with hundreds of episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and even Yandex Music. So it means I will do a podcast with a podcast king, And there is one special thing about his podcast. He has won 04 national awards from God of India. Wow! For his educational podcast. And lastly, he believes in goodness of work and words. So, Mr. Parveen, hello and welcome to our podcast.
Kata Rahmat.
Oh my God.
Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. And Sarvinoza, I'm grateful. Not for inviting me, that's a small thing, but for starting this thing.
Yeah.
Sarvinoza's Spotlight.
Oh, thank you.
The reason is it becomes a favor of many people who are watching so much online.
Yeah.
This will be an issue luck in this initiative.
Thank you.
And I'm happy to come, join, and be in my own Uzbekistan as my own India has sent me here. So thankful to you. And
Thank
we have
you,
a lot
Mr.
to talk,
Parveen.
I think, today.
Thank you, Mr. Parveen, for your support because, as you know, this is my first ever episode and I'm just kind of feeling a little bit excited and I'm trying to feel a normal person, because like everybody says, just feel at home, right? So, and as you supported me, so yeah, thank you. Mr. Parveen, first of all, it's honor to have you here, and that we do have an aim to have here, because we should just give to not only Uzbekistan, to the world something, right?
Yes.
This something should be a very special thing. So this special thing that I want to get from you will be today. So Mr. Parveen, you know what? I really want to talk about today with you professional development for a good career. If you don't mind, if we can start that topic.
Yes, we can talk about it.
So, Mr. Parveen, why is personal development crucial in today's career landscape? What do you think?
You said personal, right?
Yeah, personal.
You don't say professional, you say personal.
Yeah, personal.
And it starts from being personal. I mean, if I'm not good as a teacher, as a guest in your podcast, or as a son, or as a daughter, as a husband or a friend, or as a neighbor, personal. That is completely personal, right?
Personal,
that is all personal things. I'm not saying as an employee. No, I'm saying as a neighbor, as a son, daughter, friend. Maybe a teacher is also personal. Maybe we are traveling in an aeroplane and two people are sitting together. So that is also personal. Neighbor in the plane. You have to be good. And when you're good, people remember you. And they just do some wishes for you. That is personal part. So if on the personal part you're not good in the society. If you're not good in the society, how can you work with the same people in the professional world who come from the society?
So it starts with...
It starts with personal. And how do I define being personal? I mean, India or be it Uzbekistan, we have a rich history where people will transfer knowledge from one part to another part. They do it. I mean, it has been there. Dunya has been like, that hayat and dunya, that is just bit of one. I mean, this is one only. So they have been working on it. So personal enhancement and personal development, it helps us a lot. How it helps is that you become personally confident and you become a very rich person because of your confidence, because you're personally working on yourself. So if I don't work on myself, I won't be able to look into the camera or talking to you or bring anything. But if I have worked on myself, particularly on my dreams, wishes, as I call it, that orzu, right? So if I have not worked on it, I will not do anything. And if I won't do anything, there will be no difference between me and the table. It's lying here and not doing anything. So personal enhancement is the desire, that orzu, to move ahead. Without it, I guess no development is there. I mean, you brought this podcast, Sarvinoza Spotlight, because you had that orzu, that desire, that passion, that excitement, and a duty. You have a duty towards the world.
Can you explain this word?
Duty.
Yes.
Duty is like when there's a responsibility. Like, I don't have a responsibility only to you or to maybe the people who are watching me. I have a duty that I should add some goodness to the world, because there are so many bad people also. Like, and I mean, digital world, you all know this thing, that there is something which is coming up that we don't want to watch. I mean, you're looking at a reel and saying, why are they making this content? So it means, if you're saying that they are making something, why don't you make good content then?
Yeah.
And when you will make good content, that will be a personal expression. Why? Because you're good. So good people make good content. People who are not good, I'm not calling them bad. People who are not good, they cannot make good content because they did not work on their personal enhancement, personal development.
Personal.
So it starts from your heart.
From our
that
heart.
You want to be good, then it moves on to maybe becoming professionally development also.
So your main point is like, it starts with personal and it goes to the world, right?
To the world.
Great. So Mr. Parveen, can you share some specific ideas or some strategies maybe that young people can use to enhance their professional personality?
Young people from
young people,
Uzbekistan, from India, from anywhere,
from the world.
From the world.
Yes.
The Yoshlars.
Yoshlar.
So, and they people are the future of any place where they are. I mean, any country.
Yes.
Like, be it the 33 years of Uzbekistan or 70, 80 years or 100 years of India in the future also. The young people, can I complain? Can I be angry about it?
Yeah.
Can I say to young people that, see, you people have lost some control over your life now, to be honest. I mean, let me be honest. They have got, I mean, I'm not young, or if I am, I cannot claim it. But the young generation, the teenage to the 2022, 25, they have probably got trapped in the market. The market is giving them anything and they are eating it. They have stopped making choices. So I'm talking to you that why professional development is important, why significant it is, because ultimately, personal and professional, they are connected. They are just one. How? If I'm not doing good professionally, my family will suffer. I may not be able to get them things. I may not be able to get good clothes. Maybe my friends will not meet me because I don't have resources. I cannot help someone. It means I'll have some stress in the mind because I am not earning resources. If I'm earning good, then I can help people and it will give me peace. My family will be happy. How can I earn when I'm professionally good? So to be professionally good, to fulfill your dreams, to be meaningful to people, you need to prepare yourself. And how you prepare yourself doesn't happen in a day, that you can go to some Karzinka or some other market, or you can go to some Walmart and then buy, can you give me some medicine for being professionally developed? That doesn't happen. It's a process. And the process, let me tell you, starts from maybe when you're in 8th grade, 9th grade, you start reading books. You talk to good people who have knowledge of the field. You want to be a doctor. And can you become a doctor when you have started studying IT in your diploma? A doctor of medicine, you cannot. So you have to prepare in the past. So the young people I'm talking to, and I'm happily angry with you, all of you, because you're my people. I mean, I'm very happy to say this thing to all the young people. Be responsible, because there's a fantastic world waiting for you. And if you be only 1% conscious about your professional skills, I'm telling you that you will completely be successful. Just 1% conscious, because energy is there, Resources are there. We all have things. I mean, internet is there. Can we start bringing a small positive change? If that happens, then professional development is going to make us successful. And once it is good, I mean, I'm professionally confident, all the people around me will also grow because they will learn from me.
Yes.
And when everyone will learn from you, I mean, you become good. You are improving your family, your society, your nation, your world. And if you're lost, I mean, everyone around you is lost.
Yeah.
So that's why professional development is the key.
Is the key
to open a world, not just one lock. So it has to be there.
Yeah, you're right, Mr. Parveen. And you used one word, which is like responsible, right?
It
so
has to be there.
How can we be responsible for when we want to develop ourselves? Because responsibility is a very difficult thing. First of all, like thing. To be honest, for taking some responsibility of something, first of all, it's very difficult. And you feel yourself like you have something on your shoulder, you know. So we call it in Uzbek yelkamda tağ var, you know. In Uzbek we have
some burden kind of, on
you, like sentence we have. So what I mean that it's first of all like one problem for all society, for all young generation, and even not all young generation, even adults can struggle with this problem.
Everyone does, right? I mean, even I can struggle on it. That why should I take responsibility of everyone? But I'm not giving anyone a rule here. I mean, they won't like that if we start giving them a regimen like a doctor, you know, do this, do this, do this. We're just telling you there are two worlds. The one world is easy. The other one is responsible. So difficult, as you said, it is difficult. Have you come to this life to live an easy life? Like a table which is just lying? Or you want to do something that you should be remembered? I mean, there are people we remember. We read about them. We say that Alisher Nawai wrote this thing, or Zulfia Khanum, or Rabindranath Tagore, or Mahatma Gandhi did this thing. It means they did something extra. You may be talking about your grandparents and your parents, that they have done something. They came from the village to the city. They made money also, jobs. It means you remember them. You remember your teachers. You remember your friends who got success. And people will remember, like you also, that, you know, someone started a podcast. Can I do it? So we need to be responsible to inspire people. I mean, what's the purpose, the suburb of life then? I mean, it's not philosophy, it's normal reason that you want to be rich, so you have to do attempts.
So it's not philosophy.
Yeah, it's not philosophy, it's logic. It's logic. I mean, I can keep sitting here and then say, okay, fine, it is written in my destiny that I will be rich. And you will say, no, you're stupid. I mean, you have to go out. Like, you know, responsible is being conscious that you can make a difference to people. You can inspire them. And I want to learn swimming. It's water. And so, oh my God, it's cold. And Charbak Lake, it's cold. And I'm standing outside, and someone comes to me and says, you know, by standing outside, the water will not become warm.
Oh, yeah.
You have to jump into it if you want to learn swimming. So you're standing, and then you say, oh, when it will be warm, then I'll do. So it is more of a trigger. It's more of a motivation. It's more of a satisfaction. So being responsible is not something which is a problem. That's a normal thing for human beings. To tell a lie, which is not true, I have to do so much manipulation. To tell the truth, I just need to say it. So to be responsible, I just need to be responsible. Just sit, okay, Parveen, you want to be a teacher of English, you want to be a trainer of it. So what would you do? Okay, open the books, meet people, train yourself, and do the work. That's it. It's just about taking the first step. It's not difficult. And if you won't be responsible, you won't be rich. Not with money, not with people. You won't even earn people. I mean, I have earned so many people in Uzbekistan. I mean, they believe in me. So if people don't believe you, I mean, what's the purpose of life? And they don't trust him. You know, don't trust him. And if you trust someone, it means the person is rich. So being responsible helps us.
So it means we shouldn't afraid from the water, right, Mr. Parveen? Like I said, it's cold, but we'll adapt after some time. Okay, great, I got it. So, Mr. Parveen, can you discuss how critical thinking and communication skills play a main role in a personal and career development and suggest ways our listeners can improve their skills?
Okay, listeners, it's about skills improvement.
Okay.
And when I say improvement, it means you have it, so you will improve it. So skills are already there with everyone. Everyone knows how to express themselves, to speak. Everyone has Instagram or maybe LinkedIn or Facebook, something. It means you have your biodata, CV, and resume. And you have studied somewhere and you know yourself. And you can write it on a paper that, okay, Parveen, qualification, this experience, this skill, and everything. We are talking about how to improve it. We are talking about how we can maybe have some ideas and some plan to improve it. Like, is that the question?
Yeah.
Because when you are making this question, that is becoming a responsibility for me now that I have to give this answer. So what I will say, and I'm talking to the young generation, or the people who can understand what we are talking, the parents also. Everyone should be exposed to any skill that they want to learn. Reading is a skill. And what is a skill? I mean, you know, Windows computers.
Yeah.
So you have, or you install a file. I mean, you have got a software, you double click on it, and that is .exe file, which is like you click on it and you install it. So I define skills as they are the .exe or the software files. If I have a skill of speaking, just for example, I have a skill of speaking, what is the use of this skill for you? You should be able to take me for a job, a responsibility, and you should be able to double click, Parveen, your speaking skill installed. Now, this is the task. Then Parveen says, no, I don't have speaking skills, but I have got maybe coding skills. Can I do something for you if you hire me? So our skills should be at that level where people can make use of it. It's not that, oh, I know writing. Then you say, can you write for me? I say, no, I do it for my personal. Nothing is personal.
So we are users?
We are creators of skills to be used by others. So reading should be there. And when you're talking about career enhancement, reading should be there. Listening should be there, speaking should be there. This is basic thing which happens in the families. Then you should be expose yourself to technology also. You should know what is happening in the world. People should be like reaching out to you. Oh, he knows AI, he knows this virtual reality also. He knows what is happening in mechanical engineering, looking at the cars. This boy may become a doctor, but is aware of things. So that is about knowing the things happening around you. So that is one part. And how will you know? By talking to people. How will you know? By reading. How will you know? By watching things online maybe. And how will you know? By doing some practice. So when you're doing it, I mean, from schools, you should keep in mind what you want to become. I mean, that is, I wanted to be a teacher. That was orzu, that was dream, but that was also the process. I could stop becoming a teacher after my school, but I decided. Then I did my diploma, graduation, degree. Then I did my master's. But it was one way. But during that time, I was picking something from here, something, you know, it is like you're in a shopping mall, you're buying something from bazaar. You're going there to buy only vegetables, but you come with some more things. So don't be, never keep one plan. Always have plan B, C, D, and all.
B, C, D.
Should always be there. It's not be plan A, you know, this will happen, otherwise nothing will happen. So for your career, train yourself not just to be a teacher. In my case, I trained myself not just to be a teacher. I can do marketing, I can do promotions, I can maybe speak on a camera, do some video editing, and maybe I can learn some learning management system. I can write some poems and scripts, some speeches, and so many things. So everyone should develop multiple skills which later on can be used by others. So that if I lose one job, at least I can get another job. But if I can only be a writer and after that I will not be anything. Now, why this is? I mean, our parents, how much they do, you know, they will take care of us. They're like a nanny, I mean, sometimes. Then they are like a dictator on us as a security person. They are also working at their job. They are a good neighbor. They are a problem solver, because you mentioned critical thinking. Can you look at one ideal person in your life and you say, this person is too professional? No. He can solve problems. So when you're talking about critical thinking, problem solving, think of the problem as a task and then try to bring your skills related to it. And everything, there are two types of skills, soft skills and hard skills. So soft skill is based on your mind, and you can increase this skills level by talking to so many people. So critical thinking helps. And what is critical thinking? Critical thinking is, they say, problem solving. Think of everything, like when we saw that how the studio is being set up and everything, so arranging things like how the microphone will be there, which height, This is critical thinking. Thinking what will look good, what will not look good. For this thing, you have to make your brain think. For that thing, you have to sit with yourself and then think. I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
Can with your hand, can you think of a tree?
Okay, tree.
And then create that in the air with just like an invisible pencil or a color? Can you make it? Can you think of a tree?
Yes.
Can you make it in the air now for the viewers?
Air.
Okay, with your hand, can make a tree.
Okay, I made a tree.
No, with your hand you have to draw it.
With my hand.
In the air.
In the air, okay.
Can you draw a tree?
It's like that.
Done?
And there are some flowers.
Flowers, okay.
It's springtime.
Springtime. Done?
Yes, done.
So you have seen it? All of us have seen it. Where are the roots?
Oh.
Don't you think of roots?
No.
If I can ask anyone, like you people can comment for her and share this thing and like, don't dislike. That's my request. Why someone says that paint a tree and there'll be 0 people who will make the roots? I think so. I mean, whenever I say make a tree, will you think of the roots?
No.
But the roots are the basic things for tree. So it means we don't think extra. That is one part. And there's one more thing. There's a knife. I put the knife there and I say, Sarvinoza, can you please pass that knife to me?
Okay.
And the knife is sharp from one side, normal from another side. So you pick it from normal side and say, take it. And then what I'm doing, like this. But some people are careful. They will do this way.
Yep.
That is critical thinking, which happens at home.
So this is critical thinking.
This is something, I mean, people say critical thinking is problem solving.
Yes.
I will say critical thinking is thinking.
Thinking.
As a human being. Like if a monkey is running after you, what will you do?
I will just...
Okay, they say that if you are there in the forest, a lion comes, what will you do?
I'll take a picture and video and then say some...
Is it zoo or people say, no, Sarvinoza, you need to run because it's chasing you, it may hurt you.
Oh, then I will run. I'll run.
That's critical thinking, problem solving then.
Yeah.
And there's an old joke. They say if I'm in the forest and there's some lion comes, what will you do? I'll say, what will I do? It will be lion.
Yeah.
The lion will do. What will I do? It will eat me maybe.
Yeah.
So think of solving the problems by looking at the reasons of it, causes. If I'm giving a job interview, dear friends, and my interview is not getting okay. Should I be crying over it, putting some sad emojis or putting some comments on the organization? Or should I look at the cause? Cause, effect. Like if I push someone, the person is getting pushed. The cause is my power. I should see the cause. If I've got some throat infection, what's the reason of it? So if you look at the reason, critical thinking happens.
Wow.
What caused it? And in your career also, when we are talking about professional development, you should know what works in the jobs. And what works is awareness. What works is skills which can be used by them. So you need to see what is in the demand. If digital content is there in the demand, you know it, I know it, the whole team knows it, the viewers know it. Good digital content will always find good viewers. Everyone is searching for good content. That's a skill to know how to make it. So why don't you develop it? You will say, oh, I am a poet, I'm a teacher, I won't do it. It's not my job. Every job is our job now.
Every job
is our job. We can be a soldier at the same time. We can be a politician, we can be a driver, we can be a teacher, we can be a host, we can be a guest, anything. We can be a cameraman, we can be an editor. So think of the skills that way. I mean, just fly. The whole sky is yours. I mean, I cannot give you this thing, how to make a resume, how to participate in a GD, how to give a presentation. You have it online. Let me just ask you, for professional development, just be conscious that you have dreams and you have people around you. Make them happy.
Make them happy.
Make them happy. Achieve something.
Okay, that's let's be happy, right? So, Mr. Parveen, what effective strategies would you recommend for building a strong professional network?
Network. Professional network is very important, to be honest. I mean, this is not something that is just about meeting people. You should connect with them professionally. LinkedIn is one part. Instagram or Facebook can be another. But being professionally networked is that they also get something from you. I mean, if you're talking to someone, They should know that you have this talent, this skill. They also have another skill. So it is about mutual sharing of skills. That is something that if I'm a person who's a DOP, like a director of photography who can record things, can I meet someone who's a good editor? Can I meet someone who can make good animation? Can I meet someone who writes good scripts? Can I meet someone who can do good marketing? That is what movies, education or career. Can I meet someone who can give me a job in the future? Maybe some internship or training. Rather than, making friends. Can you be my friend? Dost. I've got so many dosts.
Yeah.
And everyone is waiting for a party when I will get a job. But they don't have anything to help me. So we should do a network. I'm in Uzbekistan just because of my network. They got me it. And quickly to the strategies. There are two words here: professional competence and professional knowledge. You should have good knowledge of anything you do. You should not take a job with half knowledge. Professional knowledge, and you should also have professional competence. I mean, you know it. Can you teach it to others?
You said
competence. Competence means power. Competence means your skill. So, the Wikipedia knows so much. Can Wikipedia teach us? No. The teacher can teach.
Yeah.
You know so much. I know so much. But there are so many people who know driving.
Yeah.
Can they teach driving too?
No.
It means you should have skill to express. Knowledge is fine. Ilm is there. Can you express it and take a job? That's what I'm talking about. So for your career, professional knowledge and professional competence both are required. Make a good profile online. Be digitally present. Internet mature. You should be on internet. Do sensible things. Don't put anything which your employers will see in the future and say, oh, Parveen, you were rocking that day and we are appointing you a CEO. No. We don't want someone like who's singing some raps or something. So you should be social media smart, which is very good, because it's not just, for weddings people check profiles. No, they check for jobs also.
Check for jobs.
So you should be that thing.
Yes.
You should read.
Yeah.
You should make a resume. You should do MOOCs. Massive open online courses. Online courses you should do along with your diplomas. You should network with people and you should speak. Don't think it is the right of these 2 people or 3 or 4 people. Everyone should speak. Because human beings are fundamentally, basically confident creatures.
Yes.
They stop themselves. When you were a child, you didn't stop speaking. They had to tell you, Sarvinoza, please be silent. Or they will tell Parveen, can you be silent for 2 minutes? Or I have to say to my sons, Eklavya or Mantavya, can you be silent? Later on, they become silent. Don't be silent.
Okay.
Always speak.
Don't be a silent.
Don't be a silent person.
You said speak, right? So let's
up.
speak about your personal life. I really want to ask one question here. So what's one habit? The habit is yours, right? So you believe has contributed the most to your success?
Okay, the fun answer is talking.
Talking
has helped a lot.
Talking is my key to the success, right?
So it's always a success. And talking doesn't mean just, speaking anything. Talking means to make sense. And I've been fortunate with God's grace that I have talked to good people and I learned talking from them. That's a fun answer. The other answer is observation.
Yeah.
Has helped me a lot. Observation. That's one part. A habit. Reading is a habit for me. So reading not books, reading everything.
So favorite book?
Favorite book.
Yeah.
In India, we read Bhagavad Gita, which is about karma and that you do good, you get good. You just need to do your work.
What's called
Bhagavad Gita, Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. That is the philosophy.
Yeah.
A philosophy that we believe in. That if you do, it's your job to do your task.
Okay.
Don't think of the result.
Okay.
The result will come. Don't keep on thinking. Now, don't think that how many views this podcast will get. Your task is to do it. And the moment you have done it, that's the success. So our task is to fight.
Yes.
Don't think of the result of, the attempt, because the results will come. I love reading The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho.
Oh, Alchemist.
Yes, I recommend Paulo Coelho's book, The Alchemist, to everyone.
Everyone.
That's everyone. I mean, I'll close my eyes, I'm sleeping, you say, which favorite book? I'll say The Alchemist. So,
great.
That's my favorite
So,
one.
who inspires you?
People around me who believe in me. I mean, can be anyone, right from my family, my children. I mean, a smallest person, a student from a class, kindergarten, or maybe the eldest one around me. Anyone who believes inspires me, because to believe someone, you have to be very good. So they are so good. So they inspire.
What about your your favorite best movie ever you've seen?
That's a tough question.
Yes.
Don't ask this.
Please.
Don't ask this.
Don't ask.
No, that's
there is so much, right?
I mean,
hundreds.
Life is a movie, so anything which I can watch and make sense.
Life.
Life is a movie, but still, if you say Dead Poets Society, Freedom Writers, Forrest Gump, and then it moves on.
Okay.
And last night I finished watching a movie that I should have watched earlier, Ship of Theseus.
Yeah.
That's an art or cult movie for us to watch. I mean, that's one. I mean, I cannot list, but life. Anything which is made by people with efforts. I mean, I have watched Turkish movies also. Muallim is one movie, a teacher. I loved it. I mean, any movie which is based on teachers, I love watching them.
Yeah. So you are a teacher.
I'm a teacher.
Now, I know that you are a teacher for a long time, and it feels so great.
So the movies I watch,
I can feel it. So you know what? If you weren't like a teacher,
what would you be?
Yeah.
I would be a student.
Oh,
then
student.
What can I say?
Here comes another question. When you said a student, you know, you have so many students, right? You teach them, but what did you learn from the students?
That's I mean, from Uzbek students, they taught me Barikeush, or they taught me Tarikh Hindar Mingasalar, or they taught me, I mean, so much. I have learned from students.
Yes.
There are two things, to be honest. I mean, I'm telling to everyone, which is a life philosophy. I've learned from them forgetfulness and forgiveness.
From students?
From students, because sometimes I will do mistakes and they will forget it the next day. I will do something which may not be good for that lesson. You know, sometimes every lesson is not good.
Okay.
It's like football game. You're not playing your best. So they will forgive me if I'm doing some mistake. They won't mind it and, Professor, it is okay tomorrow. Or they will just forget it. So I've learned from them accepting others. They accepted me. So which teaches me that I should accept people, forget and forgive if there is something which is bothering me.
Okay, here's the last opinion question. So this is my favorite question, you know. If you like could change one thing about the education system, like what would it be? If it's
education system.
Yes, education system.
I would change the titles. The teacher should be called a student and the student should be called the teacher.
Great.
I mean, I should say that, okay, a student will take the class and the teachers are sitting. Can we change these two loves or two words? So when you're saying, oh, Parveen, you have been a student all your life.
Yeah.
So teachers should be called students and students should be called
great.
teachers.
Got it. So Mr. Parveen.
Change it.
Change it. Change it, right?
Change it.
Maybe in the future, maybe.
Inshallah. I wish it happens.
So, Mr. Parveen, it's been an honor with you to be here and to talk. Like, I got a lot of things from your words, and I hope that our viewers, our new viewers, like everybody who's watching us, get something for them.
They will.
Even if they get one thing, it's our success.
That's
I think,
treasure
right?
for them also. I mean, if they watch it and they like only one thing, it means they are real human beings.
Yeah. So the final thoughts or words of wisdom, like we would like to share with our audience.
Every day is a new day, and I would say that there are so many things, but choose to be happy. It's your choice.
It's our choice.
It's our choice. It's always our choice.
So every day
is your day.
Our day.
Carpe diem. Seize the day. The carpe diem is a philosophy. Seize the day. I mean, the day can be normal. You can make it special. I mean, this Sunday has become a lifetime day for me. It's for the first time someone is making me feel as a celebrity. So, I mean, choose to be happy then. Choose to be happy.
So, yes, thank you, Mr. Parveen.
Thank you so
very much. Thank you. So, I really like it. It was very interesting. And one more time, thank you for watching and have a wonderful and beautiful day every day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.